Hello, my name is Ken Small, and I'm with SSA Architecture. We're interrupting our usual informational videos that are talking about architecture design and things that we normally do in the office to talk about the International Builders Show that's in Las Vegas. Christine and I are here at the office late tonight. It's about 11 o'clock to try to get ready for sneaking out of the office tomorrow. We're going to go over the International Builders Show. It's been in the habit of coming to Vegas for 5 years and then going somewhere else for 5 years. So this is the first year back in Vegas. It's been quite helpful to us to go in the past, and we have our tickets. And a lot of people come to see the Builders Show from all over the United States and maybe all over the world to get caught up on the latest thinking or products, or just to look at things that they're interested in. And that's what we do there. So we'll be shooting some videos tomorrow while we're there to talk about what it's like and so on. It's such a big show that we probably couldn't see it all in 3 days at the level of detail that I like to ask questions at and the amount of walking that I can do. But it's still well worth it, and probably won't be able to be there the whole 3 days because I do have to come back to the office and do some things here. But it's a great show. It's at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and it's running Tuesday, which is tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, and then it starts very, very early in the morning with some events like breakfasts and things like that. And then the convention center is open, I think, till about 5 o'clock. And it's a little bit of effort to get in and out for us because we're locals, but if you're visiting from out of town, you could just stay at one of the casinos along the monorail and ride the monorail over to the convention center and get out and walk right in. So pretty easy for you as an out-of-town visitor. For us, we're not exactly sure. The last time we were over there, they had done some changes to the parking, so we'll have to allow a little time to find out what the latest thinking is in the parking situation for the locals to park. But it's a big center, and you could walk a long ways looking at everything, and so that's what we plan to do. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about why we're going and what makes it worthwhile. First of all, it's a tremendous bargain for us because we're already here, we already live here, no travel time, no loss from missing work. I can actually still get my 8 hours work in while it's here every day, working the evening or beforehand. And then our knowledge that we've gotten from this has really saved us on some quality projects that we ended up succeeding at. For instance, around 2004, we had done a project for a major institutional client here in town, and while the bureaucracy was squabbling about how to handle the project, inflation costs were going through the roof. So one day I got a call from the project managers at the client's office, and they said, "Well, we're gonna have to cancel the project because we just don't have the budget anymore, and somehow, Ken, you've handled this poorly, and we've run out of the budget." Well, of course, the diplomacy of it is that in the 6 months that they were squabbling over what they wanted to do and could make up their minds, the construction costs were increasing at about 1.5% per month here locally at the time. So we had been to the Builders Show and seen some interesting products in the past, and one of them was structural insulated panels, sometimes referred to as SIPs. And even though the building was originally scheduled to be constructed out of cast-in-place concrete or tilt wall or concrete block, the cost of those materials was precluding getting the job done. And also there were some challenges on the project in terms of acoustics that weren't well facilitated by concrete. And so I remembered the structural insulated panels from being at the International Builders Show, and called the people who represented that product and then they came over and helped me sell the client on the idea of building that project, which turned out to be very successful. It was a $20 million construction project approximately, which we would have lost had we not known about this product. So not all of our product knowledge that's come out of the Builder Show has been that dramatic, but there certainly have been other examples of equal value to us. Another one was a computer-aided drafting system, which I had used many years before, and over time we had become extremely disenchanted with the CAD package that almost the majority of architects in the country own, and we still do own a couple copies of it. And so we're at the Builder Show, and I saw a CAD application that was very interesting to me. We actually knew that they were going to be there before we went, and went specifically to look for that product. And while we were there, I thought, well, this is an easy CAD system. I can learn it very easily, but then I'm not a very good person to judge this by, because I've been using AutoCAD since release 1.2, and there was another application that no longer exists that I was using before that. And so Christine and I went, and she tried the CAD application out while we were seeing the presentation, and was able to use it without anything beyond the explanation that they gave at the presentation at the Builder Show. So we decided to give that product a try, and that turns out to be the CAD system that we primarily use nowadays. So we're not necessarily into the latest greatest thing. I see a lot of things there that are the latest greatest thing that I probably would not recommend to my client. But when we find something we like, we're very much helped by the knowledge that we get there. So with that, there's a lot of detail, but the important thing, I guess, to say is we're going, and we'll take a few videos to show you what it's like, and we hope that you think about coming to Vegas and giving the International Builders Show a try sometime. And if not, then just come to Vegas and gamble and have a good time, and don't go see any shows. It's still a blast, and welcome to everyone. Thanks a lot. Have a good time.